live, and hopefully you can hear me. Not that anyone's actually going to hear me at the moment, because I've got bugger all people watching here. But, you know, hopefully it's all working fine and dandy. And hopefully everything is working as intended. So, what are we doing here today? Well, today in this video, which is a bit of a late stream for me, because it's like, what, 20 to 2 in the morning in the UK, so, a little bit late. What we're doing is we're actually going into the Garden of Eden, which was my last sort of big mod. Recently did like a little tiny update, added a couple of locations into it, you know, and, you know, this, that and the other, and la 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 la, you know, all just wonderful, lovely, fun stuff. But what we're going to do is, I did do a video with a little walkthrough on it, and we did go through the Garden of Eden. I showed you around the Garden of Eden, and I did also go on to the Winter Isle, but obviously I wasn't on the Winter Isle for that long. You know, I did a little bit of Winter Isle, bada bing, bada boom, that was it. Nothing else, not really much there. So what we're actually going to do is, in this one, is we are actually going to be basically going through the entire Winter Isle, and basically I'm going to be showing you all the stuff on there. But first off, what I'm going to do is something that's going to be very, very useful for me, which is I'm going to be going off to get the spell tome that allows me to conjure the horse. Because unfortunately the Winter Isle is pretty big. So I want to get that first. So we're going to go in there and we're going to get the spell tome. So yeah, this is my first time. Not actually. Yeah, it's the first time I've tried like a live kind of stream for quite a while. So obviously there may be some difference in audio, sounds, and this, that, and the other. I may not have it all set up correctly, and this, that, and the other, you know, and all that kind of stuff, you know. So, you know, I don't know if my mic volume's a bit too high, or if the game audio's a bit too high, or whatever. But, you know, I'm just here to give you a grand tour. As it said, let's go for a grand tour on the Winter Isle. So, if you haven't played this mod before, if you watch this and you haven't tried the Garden of Eden, this is the Garden of Eden. It's a PS4 only mod at the moment. I am looking to try and get it to Xbox and PC, but I want to do some little bit of work on it, which I can't do for PS4 because of limitations. But this is the Garden of Eden. I'm not going to go around the Garden of Eden in this video because I've already done that in a previous video, which once this is up on YouTube, I will probably leave a link in the description to that video if you want to get an idea of what the garden is like. But we're not here for the garden, we are going to the Winter Isle. So first off, let's go and learn that spell that we grabbed. So I want this, Aid of the Eternal Winter, and we're going to go Sladoosh. Right, next thing you want to do is we want to go to this boat over here. I'm not going to go and like reading all like the notes and stuff, because otherwise it would be here for days and days and bloody days. So obviously, yeah, you'll go on this boat to get to the Winter Isle. You know, just, you know, how you normally get to an island from another island. You sail by a boat. And here we are, Winter Isle. Now, since the video I did on the Garden of Eden was the old version of this mod, this is a newer version. File size is a bit smaller, and I do believe that there is a bit more stability with the mod, because the old version did have problems with crashing, but this one, after testing it for a little while and stuff like that, I haven't had a game crash. I haven't had anyone else report to me about any crashes just yet, so hopefully it's a bit more fucking stable. And so I'm going to be going here, so I'm going to have to do all the stuff I did in the previous video, which wasn't a major load, I will grant you, again, but that's fine. I've got a mod on called Invasion of Dave. Gives me a powerful ring, so I can basically kill most of these things in like a couple of hits maybe. So, you know, it won't be here for so bloody goddamn long. But why did we grab this spell from the Autumn Manor? Well, it might take a couple of attempts to get working. Sometimes it's a bit funny. There we are. Because we want it to use this horse. Why do we want this horse? Because this horse has speed, and we're going to need it to get around this island, because this island is pretty bloody big. So yeah, So whilst we're going around the island, you know, I'm not going to talk about the mod so much because you're obviously going to see it on the screen, but I'm going to talk about other things that I'm doing currently at the moment. So currently at the moment, whilst probably still doing like little tiny updates to this mod, and adding in a couple of locations and stuff like that for people to find, because I can still do more with this island. I am also currently working on a new mod called Desolation of the Worldbreaker. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail about what that mod is just yet. You know, I'll probably release like a little trailer, you know, with some little sneak peeky, basically like video on it, on what you can expect to find in it, this, that, and the other, giving you a bit of information of the story of the mod, this, that, and the other. But all I'm going to say at the moment is the ESP name of Desolation of the Worldbreaker is Hellgate. You know, that's the kind of code name for that mod. So here we are with Triple Peaks. This is not a key location or anything like that. It's just something that I put in because I kept so like when I was working on this one, I kept on coming to this place. I kept on looking at that, and I just kept referring to it as Triple Peaks. So it was like when I was thinking like, oh, I need to adjust something, I know, like a floating rock, or I need to put something in, you know, or want to put something in this area, la la la. I would see these mountains here, and I'm like, oh, Triple Peaks. So I've decided to just put a marker there, and it's called Triple Peaks. So that's just more of a nod to the creation process of this mod. That, you know, it's not a significant place or anything like that. There's no treasure or cave or anything like that. It literally is just called Triple Peaks because I kept on referring to it as Triple Peaks whilst making the mod. So we're going to carry on. Now, you will notice that there are animals. You know, we'll bump animals like deers and foxes, but no enemies, nothing that can like harm you or hurt you whilst you're on the sort of like in the world space. The only reason why that is because this world space doesn't have any nav mesh currently at the moment, but that's mainly due to the computer or creation kit, I'm going to say more likely, is kind of struggling with nav mesh creation on the island. It is something that I do plan to try and update eventually, but it will take a bit of time because it's a very large area to nav mesh. But as you just saw, we found a mine called Snowcrone Mine. So we're going to have a little look in Snowcrone Mine. And as you might be able to hear, we've got a lot of noisy reindeer screaming at me. But we're going to go and look at Snowcrone Mine. Snowcrone Mine is sort of a newer area. It was a new area I added when I created the newer version. And in the update, I've just given it a map marker because I completely forgot it in the first one, in the first place. So with the update, it's now got a map marker, so you know when you discover it. So the mine in here, yeah, it's it's just a mine. You know, you come in here, okay. It's not every day you find a dead person in the mine, but you find a dead miner. You know, not a child, a miner. You know, a person who works in the mines. And you can get some stuff like a little bit of ebony ore, or you can just chuck it all over the place. Or that same again, just chuck it all over the place if you want. You know, now the mine is an ebony. It is an ebony mine. Oh, there's another dead miner. You know, so it is an ebony mine. So if you want to get a bit of ebony ore, stuff like that, you can come in here. Or you got this dude, and we're just gonna hit him with one punch because I am now literally, well, I'm going to say one punch woman. But we're going to do everything with one punch. Now the thing I just killed was a sulfurkin. They only appear on the winter R, they don't appear on the Garden of Eden. Or the autumn R, which is known as in the story. They just have you basically, apart from this, the sulfurkin battle axe. Now it says there, damage 602. And then if you look down, where I got the green number, it says 602,000. No, not 602,000. Fucking wishful thinking. 60,260. It's only doing that much damage because of the ring I have equipped. It's the only reason why it's doing that much damage. It's not that strong naturally. But, you know, we're going to punch him. Maybe we're going to go through the mine, because there's a few more sulfurkins in here. You know, you could go around, kill a few more sulfurkin. Here's another sulfurkin. You get a one punch. And then... oh god, he just blew up the place. You son of a bitch. One punch. I think there's one more... ow, I'm on fire. No, I think there's one more person. One more... well, I say person. Sulfurkin. One punch. There you go, one punch. Alright, so that's all, you know, this it's just a little mine. You get some ebony ore. You bump into a few of the sulfurkins and stuff like that. The sulfurkin axe is a two-handed weapon, so I'm not really going to use it. The race mod I'm using, because I'm not actually playing as one of the game vanilla races, I am currently playing as a Tetra race, so that's why I'm punching everything, because they have an extremely strong one-handed damage, let alone the Ring of Dave also boosts that at the same time. Alright, so we're going to carry on. And you can see we got a cave over there, so I need to try and figure out my way down there. There are a couple of ways you can get down there. You know, you can just go running off the cliff if you want. You know, you can just easily just go this way, have a look down there, and then realise it's quite a hell of a drop. But we can get down there easily. Look at it. This is a horse, but this is a Skyrim horse. It can defy all laws of bloody gravity and physics here. And let alone Paradisum can't actually die, so he doesn't actually die from high falls. Oh, there you go. So a shortcut down. As you can see, a bit of a bloody mess over here. Sucks to be them. Alright, so we found Old Frost Cave. Alright. We've got Old Frost Cave. You know, so you know, out here, you know, you'll find, you know, you can find a little chest there. Now, on the island, you will find, like, in, like, certain little areas of the island, you will find stuff like this, where it's, like, you'll just randomly come across a tipped over car, and, you know, there'll be some items that you can pick up. You know, there's just sort of, like, random encounter areas, sort of thing. Alright, let's go to Old Frost Cave. And it ooze inside Old Frost Cave. So what are we looking here? Ooh, spoopy. Alright, so nothing crazy so far. Alright, got some like silvery stuff on the wall. Now, obviously I know who's in here. Obviously. So I'm not going to try and keep it a secret or all of that. I'll be like, who's in here? Dun, dun, dun. No. Steely boy over here. The Steel Colossi. We're just going to go one punch. One punch! Alright. Like, yeah, again, difficulty wise, don't base the difficulty on on this video. I am literally going to kill everything in one punch, pretty much. So, don't judge the difficulty on this. So what is the Steel Colossi? Now, in all the other caves and stuff like that, you will bump into like unique bots, like sub-boss enemies. Now, if you go back to the Autumn Manor on the Autumn Isle, now inside the bestiary, it gives you just a little tiny bit of lore on each of the sub-bosses that you come across. How some of them are technically real, some of them aren't technically real, and they're more of a myth, and how few of them are classed as elementals. Steel Colossi is supposed to be a mythical monster, but as you can see, it's real. Secret Unleashed, though, is that obviously everything that you find in the book and read in the bestiary technically is actually real. You know, you do go against them in the actual mod. So he's got a lot of money. Yoink. I'll take this quicksilver ore, silver ore. Yeah, I'll take necklace, why not? And that's what I'm going to take. I'm not going to take anything else. But we're not here for that. We are here for trying to find it in the dark. I know you probably can't, you know, you won't be able to see much at the moment. But just at the back of the place, we have this chest. So we're going to look inside the chest. We'll take that. Now the main thing you'll probably want to grab from here is this. Ring of Iron Will. Increases armor rating by 100 points. Increases magic resistance by 50%. Increases your health by 150 points. Stamina regenerates 150% faster. Increases your magicka by 100 points. So all in all, it's a pretty potent ring. Now I'm not going to put that ring on because I got the ring of Dave. But I'm going to grab that. Alright, so let's get out of the cave. it's a little small cave. I know, yeah, grab some Mimira's rotten other mushrooms if I want to. I might have to do a little bit of jumping here. And there we go. Alright, let's get out of the cave. Time to leave. It is time to leave the cave. Eventually. Oh, again, so. Right, and there we go. We're out. Alright. So, next location is I have no idea where. Right, back on yours. Next location we're going to go to is that little ship marker over there. This little ship marker over here is a new addition. Again, it's nothing crazy, it's nothing ginormous or massive or anything like that. It's just a little tiny location to find. And there it is. Wreck of the Frost Lass. Right, so what's the Wreck of the Frost Lass about? Apart from being probably in a very difficult situation of getting back out of the water, but we'll sort that out later. So as you can see, yeah, Wreck of the Frost Lass, yeah, there isn't anything major on top. And if you go into the water, again, nothing major. But as you can see, it's broken in half, and then all of a sudden there's this massive drop-off. So we're going to go down the massive drop-off. And if you go down, you can see, here is the rest of the boat. And this is what you'll come here for. You'll come down here, and then you'll find all these random chests that would have random levelized, technically boss loot. Though this one isn't. That one isn't very good. And then we got this one. This one's a bit better. Would I say this one? Yeah, this one is definitely a little bit better, a bit more worth it. And then just another one. And you get a little bit of loot. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom. And that's it. Oh, I'm drowning. Slowly dying. Don't mind me. But yeah, so that is the Wreck of the Frost Lass. It's just another sort of like world location where you can get a little bit of treasure. It's to try and sort of like encourage you a little bit of exploration by the fact that, yeah, if you go into the water initially, you only see the front half of the boat. But if you actually go down the drop off, you will bump into the back of the boat, where there is actually some treasure there for you. So just encourages a little bit of exploration. Alright, so now we need to move on. So we're going to move on to what should be our next destination, which we should be able to see like a couple of different markers from here. And we got one here. Alright, so right, go Paradisum, go. Past the goats. No way needs goats. Alright, which one is this one again? This one is... Alright, so we found Sea Snow Cave. Alright, let's go and have a look at Sea Snow. Now I will say, don't worry, if you forget to like grab the spell tome to allow you to conjure Paradisum to you, every now and then, if you look in the far distance over there, right where my cursor is, you will actually notice there is actually a horse. I think there might be one or two other ones there, you just can't see them because of the fog. But you'll bump into like random horses just on the island called Snowhast. And you can just use them to have you get around the island if you don't have the spell to either conjure Paradisum, or you just come here first, It's just to help you get around the island a bit quicker, because you can't fast travel on the island. And there's a reason why I'll set it up that way. But alright, let's go and have a look at Sea Snow Cave. I mean, the deer wants to have a look, but he can't get in, because he's a dumb nut. The deer can't get in, so I'll go in for him. Not to worry. So we go down. Let's go down. Have a look in Sea Snow Cave, see what we find. Apart from some big ginormous mushrooms and some creeper clusters. But I'm not worried about the creeper clusters. Ooh. I heard a wolfie. Here be a wolfie. Wolfie. Fire wolfie. So here we are. We have Barcast. And as you see, it's a pretty potent fire wolfie. But alas, Barcast, I am one punch woman. And you will not survive. But here we are, we have Barcast. Yeah, as you can see, he's got a bit on him, so he's got 500 odd gold, we'll take the fire assaults. He's got a skull, but I don't need it, don't want dog meat, and I don't collar, I have no need for the collar. Get some pelts if you want. You can find a dead person. You know, Is that? How you doing? You still alive there? Still alive? No. Oh, sorry about that. But of course you're not alive. But what we're looking for, obviously, is this. I'll just take gold because why not? Not really about. I've already got a hide armor minor squire, but I'll take it anyway. Set it or disenchant it, whatever. Raise zombie, bugger it. But what you're looking for is this Emberzard. For 180 seconds, opponents in melee range take 8 points of fire damage per second. Though I think that is actually a description bug because of how it works, because of the effect that I've given it. For some reason, I increase the amount of damage it does, but it doesn't change it in the description, which is really odd. But basically, you create a fire cloak, but it does, and normally the fire cloak does 8 points of damage to anyone in melee range. But this one, it does more, a little bit more, and I think the range area is a little bit wider as well. Create a magic sword for 180 seconds. Sheath it to the spell like any other bound weapon. You take half damage and do double damage for 180 seconds. So, for example, I just can't remember which one it comes under now. Is it destruction? Yeah, here we are. So here we are, Emberzard. So as you can see, we're just going to cast Emberzard. Throw it up, and then turn it up. And there you go. So now you have a fire cloak, which obviously burns anyone. You have increased speed, doing more damage, more DPS technically with a bounded weapon because you're going faster. And you do double damage, and you take less damage. It lasts for 3 minutes, and if you're done with it after a minute, you do this sheath the sword, and then it dispels everything. So you don't have to worry about the fire cloak carrying on for longer, or the technically what is the berserk ability for carrying on longer. You just take out the sword, kill the enemy, sheath the sword, spell ends, and just recast it when you need it again. And that's it. Nice and easy. And it's and I would say it's probably a pretty powerful spell. But right, that's Sea Snow Cave. So let's carry on. And we're going to try and find the next place, which I believe does require me once again to go into the water, if I can remember correctly. So that's going to be fun. As my horse is all the way over there. God damn it. Come here. Get on that horse. Alright, so let's carry on. So if I believe it correctly, the next place I need to go is it's just up here. Well, I say just. Yeah. There you go. But yeah, I say just because it takes a little while to get up there, as you will plainly see. So going back to things I'm currently working on. So yeah, I'm currently working on the next mod, Desolation of the World Breaker. I'm trying to figure out the best way to get down here. This may take a while actually. Actually, let's go back. I'm pretty sure there's a better way down there. So yeah, I'm currently working on Desolation of the World Breaker, which I would progress-wise, I don't know, maybe I'm about a third of the way through. I'm gonna say, roughly, as it might obviously still take me a little bit of a while to finish it off. Just depends on how the creation kit wants to work for me here on that. But that's not the only thing I'm working on, as I am also currently working on, I might as well say, pre-production, because I'm not actually making it. I'm not actually making it in the creation kit yet or anything like that. It's just I'm just writing down all the details, plan it out a little bit, and this, that, and the other. So technically, I've got one mod in the works, one mod in pre-production, and this mod I might as well say is kind of a bit like post-production, as there may be another one or two more updates further down the line. I'm not entirely sure yet, but possibly. And the one that's in pre-production is, well, I'm not gonna say what it is because I don't want to give it. I don't want to give all my bloody secrets. But the one that's in pre-production is going to be another very sort of like large-scale mod. Hence why I ordered pre-production. So it probably won't be out for a little wee while before it's done. But again, there probably will be some teasers and stuff like that up on my channel if you want to keep an eye out for that one. But right, enough about any leaks of secrets or whatever. We are now at Snow Banshee Cove. Let's go in. Snow Banshee Cove is one of the new locations. Just very recently added, actually. Only added about a few hours ago. You know, it's only a small place. Like a lot of the caves in here are. They're all kind of like small, because since you're on the island for so long, trying to find these places, I wanted to make the caves like just a little bit smaller, just so you're not like spend 1,000 years inside the caves and then 1,000 years on the island getting to each cave. So you come in here, and then who's this? Well, we have. Now this is the Whispering Woman. As you can see, there's her spirit, and as you can see, there's her dead body. So we're just gonna take out. Sorry, love. Just gonna take her out. All right. Alright, so that's the Whispering Woman done. Whispering Woman, so yeah, so that was her. As you can see, her model is a little bit different compared to the normal Wisp. But yeah, here is her dead body, and she is wearing a wedding wreath. Now, if you read the bestiary and you read the what would you call it? The entry for the Whispering Woman. You will find out that she was at one point just a normal woman. She was just just an everyday woman, said to be outstandingly beautiful, and she was set to get married, hence the wedding wreath. But then the person she was going to marry left her at the altar. She got depressed, great sadness, decided to kill herself, drift out to the ocean. Obviously, she made it back into this cave, but unfortunately died in the cave, while still wearing the wreath that she was going to wear at her wedding. Bit of a sad tale. But if you look in the chest, yeah, we're going to take that, yeah, we're going to take that, yeah, I'll take that one up. But the new unique thing this one is this one. Ilana's corrupted wedding band. So this is the ring that she would have wore at the wedding, but it's got corrupted, due to vengeance or whatever. You lot can fill in all the details on that one if you want. Now, unfortunately, I can't read exactly what that says, so we're going to, just for now, we're just going to equip it. And as you can see, I'm now shrouded in black, in shadow. That's obviously due to the corruption. So we're going to look at the active effects because it's a bit easier to see what it does. Alright, so I might be able to read this one. You are able to move more quietly, and opponents that get too close take 5 points poison damage per second for 5 seconds. Opponents in melee range take 10 points of damage per second. Of 5 damage. Targets on fire take extra damage. Destruction spells cost 50% less to cast, increases your health by 150 points, and increases magic resistance by 30%. So all in all, not a bad little ring. Obviously, yes, definitely not the most strongest ring that I have, but it's not a bad little ring. Not a bad one to find. I think the Ring of Iron Will in general is stronger, but then the Ring of Dave is stronger than anything else that I probably actually have in this goddamn game. So yeah, if you want the Ring of Dave, just go and download Invasion of Dave and go and hunt down yourself the Great White Dave. Now, I am actually going to give you a little hint on to where to find Dave, the Great White Dave in it. Not going to tell you exactly where he is, I'll give you a hint to where he is, because in the description I don't give you hints. But the Skyrim map is so large, to try and find him could be a little bit of a pain. So to find the Great White Dave, you will want to look in the Falkreath Hold. That's the only hint I'm going to give you on it. But to find the Great White Dave, look in Falkreath Hold. But I would save quite regularly, because if he gets away from you, and he's set to run a little bit faster than the average deer, if he gets away from you, you're probably never going to see him again. So your best bet is to save kind of regularly whilst trying to track him down. Just in case if you all of a sudden you bump into him, you don't know he's there, you see him go by, and that's it, you've lost him forever. But you'll know it's him because he's a bit bigger. He's not overly massive, he's just a little bit bigger than your normal elk, and he's white. So, so there you go. There's my little hints on where to find the Great White Dave for you. Just looking Falkreath Hold. Alright, that's it for this cave. So we need to get up this cave now. Slowly swim our way back. La la dee da 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 dee dee. There we go. Alright, now I need to get back onto the island, so I've got to swim all the way back round again. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright. So around we go, round we go, round we go. Yeah, it takes a while to get to places on here sometimes, but that's why I brought the horse. Though unfortunately here, I'm in the water, the horse isn't going to be able to do it. Alright. So yeah, if the idea of or even just by the name, the Desolation of the Worldbreaker intrigues you a little bit, and the code name for it, Hellgate, gives you a nice, intrigues you a little bit, keep an eye on my channel, as I probably, when I got it a bit more developed, I probably will be doing a trailer on my channel again, just, I'll give it a bit more detail about it, and you'll be able to see some of the stuff that's in it, to give you a bit of a better idea of what it's about. Right. Yeah, there's just a little time there, plug in there, just because I'm just trying to fill in the time here. Alright, so let's carry on. You can see, there's lots of snow, so much bloody snow, it's ridiculous. Alright, so we're off to the next cave, which is just a little bit up here. What's this one here? This one is... I'm not too sure which one is again. What is this one again? Where are we at? Oh, we're at Snow Walker. Now you will see there's a marker on the compass there as well, but I'm not able to get there just yet. But we're going to do the lower level of the island, because there are things on the higher level. Now where the bloody hell's the entrance again? To Snow Walker. Where are you? Ah, there you are, you're over there. But say if you were to come here, for example, and then just come around here. I think I put something down here, did I? Did I or did I not? No, I didn't. I'm lying to myself. Oh, that's it. That's wonderful. Alright, let's just go in Snow Walker. Alright, so we've got Snow Walker Cave. What's inside Snow Walker Cave? Oh, I remember. I was just about to say, I don't remember. Now I remember. So we are in Snow Walker Cave. Kind of strange it's called Snow Walker, considering that there's absolutely no snow in it. But we got these dudes. Go Frost Giants. Someone's going to... punch. You. Oh, just to show you, give you an idea of what the Tetra can do, we're going to do a nice 1-2 combo with the Tetra here. So, 1-2 combo. There you go. 1-2 combo. Alright. That just shows you the power of the Tetra. Which, if you played my other previous, big, large-scale dungeon mods, the Tetra might sound familiar to you, like you've heard it somewhere before. Alright, then we're just gonna take this dude down. One punch. And he's down. But obviously he's not like the other Frost Giants. He's a little bit bigger, he's got a different name, and he's quite a fair bit stronger. But we're just gonna take it down with one punch, because again, I am One Punch Woman. But obviously we're going to look in the chest, that's what we came here for. And what we've actually come here for is not that, or not that, though we're going to take it, is this. The Blood Surge Crown. Health regenerates 100% faster. Your blood surges with power, increases your health by 150 points. The surge grants the user extra resistance to physical and magical damage. So it doesn't exactly effectively fully tell you what this does, so I'm going to explain to you what it does. So obviously health regeneration, yeah, that's just increases your health regeneration, and 150 points of extra health obviously just increases your health. Resistances to physical damage and magical damage is that it basically gives you I just need to go on to items here. It gives you a little bit extra armor rating. I think it's 100 points, I think. Yeah. So you get an extra 100 points of armor rating. You become very resistant to magic, though unfortunately I can't remember exactly how much, but I know it's quite a high resistance. But what it actually also does, it does actually also increases your attack damage. Now that's not with magic, it doesn't increase your magic attack damage, but again, it's a bit like the Ring of Dave. It increases the amount of damage you do with weapons. Either, no matter what the weapon is, it could be a one-handed, two-handed, a bow, your fists. Doesn't matter what the weapon is, whatever melee attack it is, it increases the power of that melee attack. So, One Punch Woman has just gotten a hell of a lot stronger. But yeah, well, I keep calling her One Punch Woman. That's not actually her name. That's not the character's name. The character's name is Pri. In a way, it's a P-R-I. But for this purposes, we're just going to call her One Punch Woman. In One Punch. So, One Punch Woman it is. Alright. That's the Blood Surge Crown. Yeah, obviously I'm not going into like massive details on everything and trying to find every last little thing and this and that and the other, because otherwise I'll probably will be here for probably a good couple of hours. Like reading all the texts that you find, looking at the autumn aisle, as well as looking at all the lore and stuff that you find on the winter aisle. You know, I will be here for a good couple of hours. Though technically I have a couple of hours, technically. I am recording this stupidly late at night, so obviously I will eventually want to go to bed at some bloody point. Alright, let's carry on. So, you know, no new locations for a little bit of time. I mean, there is one up there, but that's an easy one to get to. I'm waiting to primarily get to the point where I get around to what is the second dock, because there are two docks on this island. The dock that you enter the island on, and there's another one that is effectively on the other side of the island. So you can see there's a mine up there, but we're going to go to that later. For now, we're going to go this way, and we're going to go around. It's going to go around. As you can see, it's very, very snowy, very coldy. Very coldy? What the bloody hell is coldy? I have no idea. But right, here we are with the next place, which I know from here it looks like it's going in, and then it's like, wait a minute, where the bloody hell is it? It's technically just right there. This is the third and final new cave in the little update I did, called Ice Soul Cave. So we're gonna have a look. Just gonna have a look at Ice Soul Cave. There you can see we have a bit of a dragon lying about. Yeah, he does have a little bit of a buggy thing going on with him, but that's because he's in an interior space, and it's a thing that's common with some mods when they add in dragons and stuff like that. It does sort of like, they do bug out like that. I've been trying to fix it. I'm trying to work on a fix for it, which hopefully I will eventually do, but you know, expect it to take a little bit of time. Now, yeah, this thing is called a lindral worm. You can saw this down there. It's called lindral worm. He's pretty powerful. He's pretty strong. Uses fire. But of course, oh, we missed him. We missed him with the punch. One punch. There you go. So now you can get a slightly better look at the lindral worm here. Hey, he's got very fancy horns. It's kind of a blue, kind of a bluey thing here. But yeah, there you go. The lindral worm. So you know, you get a bunch of stuff here. I'm gonna take the fire swords. I'm gonna take that. I'm not gonna take everything that he's got on him, because I don't need everything that he has. So I'm gonna leave him with the rest of that stuff. But obviously, what I want is this. I want this. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that. And you want to learn this? Hand of God. A blast of fire that does 200 points of fire damage, obviously. Targets on take extra damage. Okay, it doesn't sound like much from there. I will grant you, there it doesn't sound like much, apart from it obviously being 200 points of fire damage. You know, it's like, okay, it does quite a fair bit of fire damage. But as you can see, there's nothing in your hand. That's because it's like, it's a hand of God, it's a spiritual entity. You're not going to see anything. And what you just do is just go blip. It's a little fireball, massive explosion. Now obviously this, unfortunately, yeah, this is not going to be an amazing place for me to test this. But it does have the push ability as well as obviously the fireball. And there you go, and the sword of boy literally just fly. So, but what that, now, effectively what that force push should actually have on it, which I did test it, and I think it does, and I'm pretty sure it does work, because I got caught by surprise with one guy coming up behind me. I fired it just near me to test it, because I was surrounded by people, and the person who was behind me went flying backwards. But what the force push of that does, it doesn't do it in like a straight line, you know. So if you hit someone with a fireball, it doesn't just hit that one singular person. It hits everyone within a certain radius, which I think I put it to like a 30-foot radius. So anyone who's within a 30-foot radius will be hit by 1, the fire damage, and 2, the actual force push effect itself. So it's a pretty good crowd clearer, shall we say. But that's it for the lindral worm. So we're gonna make him move out. Now, if I remember correctly, I am getting pretty near where the secondary docks is. So then I can now start going up onto the higher levels. So we're gonna go carry on. So obviously here we just carry on going down here like so. There is another cave over there, but I think that's up on that might be up on the upper level. Yeah, I blocked off the path a little bit. Alright, so we're going to be going up here and going down here. So, you know, you can still climb over there, you just might have to do a little bit of jumping. So we go around, run around on the horse. Oh. I've got to somehow get past this. Alright, we go around here, there you go. Lovely. You can see their pathway didn't quite work properly, so we need to carry on. And then we got a cave up there, so I think at this point very soon. So here we are. So when you get to this point, you either carry on straight ahead, or you go right. If you go right, that'll take you up to sort of like the center of the island, where you can get access to the village, the mine, and the summer caverns, which we will go and have a look at. It's not going to do that right now. But we are going to carry on down this way for a moment. So we're going to go that way later, because that's more end game kind of sort of like area, I'm going to say. That's more end game kind of area. And we're going to go for a little jog up here. Yeah, unfortunately with PS4 there is a little bit of like texture popping, or things like just fading in like that all of a sudden. Unfortunately for PS4 there is absolutely sod all I can do about that. Unfortunately, as far as I'm aware, there is absolutely sod all I can do about it. Again, it's because of limitations. As you can see, I managed to somehow run up a rock, and I wasn't even there originally. But right, we're gonna go down to this little tiny cave down here. But yeah, so if you see things like fade in just out of the blue, that's due just to LOD not being able to be properly generated. Again, PS4 limitations, which is really annoying. But we found Cold Water Cove, which technically, even though the map markers are there, you do actually have to go out just a little bit further and into the water here. Then you go inside. Then you come in here, you got a floating skull. Alright, fair enough. Everybody, we've all seen plenty of skulls in this game. Yeah, inside the water you got a little bit of a chest, a little bit of loot if you want to take any. And come out above the water, and there's some frozen corpses. Alright then. Okay. Some frozen people. Knapsack doesn't really have anything in it, just random loot. If you want to grab anything. On her, she's got a bit of gold. Well, it's meant to be her. I mean, obviously you can't tell, but it's meant to. But if you want to, you have the ability to wear the head bandages that you sometimes see on the NPCs if they're in one of the Civil War camps. You know, they'll have a head bandage on, or they'll have arm bandages on. So in this mod, I've granted people the ability to be able to wear them. They don't give you any armor or anything like that. It's more just for aesthetics. But you do get the ability and the chance to wear them if you wanted to. We got a little forgotten journal here. I'm not going to read it. I'm going to let you lot worry about reading all the lore and books and text that you find within it. Again, I'm just trying to save it a little bit of time. But we're going to take that journal because we won't be coming back here again. So we're going to take that and we are going to leave. Move on to the next place. Once I get out the cave. There we are. Out of the cave. Yeah. See, we've been going for 47, nearly pretty much 47 minutes now. And I still haven't actually technically done a full circuit of the island yet. Let alone I've been riding on the horse. And I've been going into every place that well, pretty much every place that I've come across so far. So, to explore this island fully, if you use the horse, yeah, you'll still, it'll still take you a bit of time, but you'll get a good, you'll get a good amount of time, put into it. If you decide to walk everywhere, then good luck. Alright, so we're just gonna make our way through here, make our way down here. There we are, there's the path. Which the path was already there, but obviously I decided to cut across grass because why the hell not? And if you come here, and then obviously I'll say come here. Obviously we've still got a little bit of ways to go. You will eventually end up here at Salt Tide Docks, where there is a random horse. And this is one of a few random horses that you'll just find dotted around the islands, which you can take. I put them in there just to help with people getting around the island if they didn't learn the paradisum spell or anything like that, just to help them get around a bit, just to help them out. Right, then we're just gonna get up in here. You can see things didn't go too well at the dock, or at dock number 2. Things didn't go to according to plan. But now unfortunately we can't get in here. The way is blocked. But we can enter in here into the East Empire Company warehouse. So obviously the East Empire Company did have some kind of presence on the island. We're just gonna very quickly take that off. We're just gonna smack you, and we're gonna run around. We're just gonna keep running around, and we're gonna one punch you. One punch. Right. That's all then. One punched. As you can see, yeah, you'll come across a few dead people. Yeah. I think there's one up there actually. Yeah. As you can see, you got one. Might be able to see. You can see there is a dead person hanging up there. Oh, it's a dead person here. I mean, these dead people are everywhere. There you go, but you can just dead person. But I couldn't animate it. So yeah, in here, you'll find a ton of barrels that you get stuff from, sacks, barrels. There's a few other chests. You'll have a few little chests as well. You could get, you get a little bit of loot from. It's just, it's just a nice little storage warehouse Nothing crazy, but you know, it's there for more sort of like kind of like immersion realism's sake, by the fact that they would have like storehouses and warehouses and stuff like that. But that's not the only warehouse you can go into. You can also go into this warehouse. So we're going to go in here. And here. Also again. One punch. Pretty sure there's another one. One punch. Any more? Nobody else want to mess with me? No? Right? Cool. I can see, dead guy. So we've got one dead guy there. And as you can see in here, they seem to be storing a lot of like Imperial armors. So you got Imperial armors, Imperial weaponry, you know, all that stuff. Steel arrows. I'll take all of those. I'm not gonna worry about the bows. I don't need them. Just go screw them. You know, you got your shields, heavy shields. You got your swords, which some of them are actually enchanted. These are all enchanted swords. And as you see, you got light shield, heavy shields, and over here you got all the heavy armors. You know, and a whole lot of other random loot chests, and we'll have like randomized loot in them. You know, so it's a good place to get a bit of loot, whether to actually get something that you don't have, or just to get to sell. You know, and just make a bit of money. I don't need any money because I have 385,554 gold, so I'm a rich bastard. So I don't need to take it. But if you're able to carry all the weight of that, then you can basically just rob it all, and then just set it, make a lot of money. But right, now also around the dock there are some other little chests you can find around the dock as well if you wanted to. But we're going to move on. We're going to move on from Salttide Dock. Alright, so we're going to... Now I've got to figure out which way I want to go next here. Now I can either go back, or I can go that way, but I know... So, I tell you what. Let's go this way and we'll see how this path deviates. Because there is actually a full looping path around the island. But I've just got to remember how I deviated that path again. Because, you know, it was a little while since I drew this path. I mean, up here there is a mine as well. I think it's a mine. Is it a mine? Nope, it's not a mine. It's Cold Rock Cave. Alright, so we're going to do Cold Rock Cave quite quickly because this was the one that featured in my garden leading video. This one did feature in it. So we're just going to quickly come near, grab it. Hello, Blixton. One punch. Alright. And take that. We'll take the forward odds. Alright, nice. Blah 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 bang. And boosh. Yes, we're going to take that. You will get this spell sprite upon the bot that does 80 points of shock damage to half the magicka. Targets that fail to resist are paralyzed for 3 seconds. Drain 30 points of health per second for 5 seconds. So all in all, a pretty powerful spell. So yeah, that was a bit of a rush, but I've already featured this cave in the video previously. So I'm just going to quickly go in there because I may just want to feature the stuff that didn't feature in the garden meeting video. Apart from when it comes to like the last part where you come across like effectively what is the quote final boss. But yeah, fortunately, oh yeah, the path it deviates down this way. There you go. I found where the path deviated. So you deviate this way, you go up this way, and then this should eventually technically take you back around to a certain point on the island where you'll be back where you were, well, at least where I was, probably about, I don't know, maybe half an hour ago. Let me just carry on. I'm going to keep an eye out for icon markers as we go around this island. Carry on. Come on, where are some more markers? And we're back around here. Oh, see what I could be do here would be looking at the map here. Alright, so yeah, so I've now deviated around. As you can see, I have literally encircled the whole entire island. And I'm basically now back at to a point where I was. Which is actually, I think, if you go down that path takes you to nothing but the dock, if I can remember correctly. Yep, it just takes you to the Freshman's Port, which is the dock that you come onto the island on. So if you go down that way, you just go straight back to the dock. So effectively, it's this way to obviously the western island side of the island, eastern side of the island, and it all depends. So we're just going to quickly go to the west, and we're just going to run around the west, because we've still got a couple of areas on the western side to go to. I just need to find the correct pathways. So hopefully, if anyone is watching this, which unfortunately still by my live counter, as far as I can tell, nobody. It's so sad. But no. But anyway, I thought I'd do this video as like an uncut thing, live thing, if anyone did want to watch. Also just to sort of like start experimenting with streaming on YouTube. Unfortunately, at the moment I'm only streaming on YouTube via the PS4 itself, because I'm poor. No, not because I'm poor. I could probably do it. I just don't have the technical know-how on how to properly do it. You know, I could probably do it on the basic level, but I would like to try and like make the stream good. And I don't know if I might be missing like 1 or 2 pieces of software that's needed and stuff like that, which I will be looking into at the future of getting, but just not right now. But I'm just doing this as a test, but hopefully the audio's fine, let alone hopefully my microphone's actually bloody recording this, because I know that's been a bit funny sometimes. But right, but yeah, so if you're watching this video after I've streamed it, you know, let me know in the comments below what the quality of it was like, in the ways, you know, not in the ways of like, well, your commentary was rubbish, it was boring, you know, not that kind of commentary, but more in the ways of like, you know, were the audio levels okay, you know, were you able to hear me over the music and of the game, or was the game sound too loud compared to the volume of the microphone, you know, and stuff like that. But right, we're coming up to a whole new area of things to find. We're not going to go that way because that actually takes you to what is more in the centre of the island. But what we're going to do is we're going to go over here, and we're going to go into Underheart Cave. So into Underheart Cave we go, where again we're just going to kill everything with one punch. Literally just one punch. Underheart Cave. It's very bluey, it's very foggy grey, it's a bit bleak, a bit meh, shall we say. But there are enemies in here, but we've got to get down to the bloody ground floor on that first, which is a very bloody pain in the ass. Alright, let's carry on. Down we go. Down, down. Down we go. Oh, hello troll. One punch. Right. That's one troll down. Tied up. I should have another troll. A couple more trolls around here. Alright. I know you're here. You're a unique one. Right. Gonna do that. Oh yeah. With the Tetra race, if you do a left-handed power attack, you use basically Fusruda. If you use a right-handed power attack, you paralyze. And obviously right hand normal is ice spike, and left hand normal is just electricity. And then you just go one punch in the back of the head, and then there you go, he's dead. Right, there's a little quick tutorial on the basics of the Tetra. So we're obviously here not to find the dead people. You know, here's another dead farmer. You're right down there. You're right down there, lass. No, what we're looking for is this over here. And here you got some more random loot, so I'm going to take that, take that, take that. But we also got this gold brand. Now, in the ways of like enchantment effects, this thing doesn't actually seem overpowered. burns targets for 25 points. Targets on fire take extra damage. Absorbs 20 points of magicka. It doesn't, yeah, that doesn't seem very overpowered. Obviously, in the ways of its damage output on my playthrough, it is overpowered, but that's God mode for you. But it does swing a little bit fast. It does a little bit more damage than the normal Akaviri katana, and it does swing a little bit faster than the Akaviri katana. So on the base level, it is stronger than the base weapon, and the enchantment is, yeah, again, it's nothing overpowered, but neither is it anything to sort of be like because obviously Goldbrand has actually featured obviously in Elder Scrolls before, as it is a Daedric artifact. And though I couldn't, I based it off a little bit off the one that you get in Oblivion, and I think there's an effect on it that I can't do in Skyrim for it. So I had to make some kind of substitute to it. For, I'll make it absorb magicka. So it's probably not a bad one to use if you're a bit of a magic user, because then at least you got something that physically attacks but also allows you to regenerate your magicka a bit quicker, because you're absorbing magicka from your enemies. But if we go over here, for the far side of over here, we'll see that we have a castle. Ooh, rich man castle. And as we go, see, Castle of the Winter Prince. Alright then. So this is a bit of a slightly bigger structure, obviously. It's a bit of a big structure. And you can see outside, you have the actual ability to use a smelter, blacksmith forge, all your smithing stuff. Just in case if you get here and you think, I want to do some equipment improving. And another random horse just happily here in the snow. But we're not gonna rub on our horse because I have paradisum. But we are gonna go and have a look inside a castle. The Castle of the Winter Prince. Alright, so what's in here? I mean, yes, I know what's in here. Obviously you don't, but I do. But we'll wait for it to load, and then you'll get to see what's inside. Basically, things not going too well. As you can see, there's a bit of fiery death going on. We're gonna one punch. As you can see, you couldn't see him in the bloody fire. He came out bloody nowhere. But you can't see him in the fire. As you can see, there's a bit of fiery death going on in here. Fiery death, a little bit smoky. There you go, more fire. Just fire. Then one punch. Somewhere you're obviously trying to put themselves out in the fountain. Oh, I'm actually coughing. You actually cough in the game. Oh, alright then. Well, I'm coughing my lungs up, apparently. Going. Anyway, let's carry on. So in there, obviously it's supposed to be like a library kind of room. You might find some books that might interest you in there. You better get a little bit of loot. Come around here. There's actually another sulfur kid just over there. So one punch. Then if we go up here into the kitchen, one punch and one punch, and obviously everything. Yeah, you'll find some like just little bits of loot and food barrels and stuff like this. You get some nice fancy wines and fancy other stuff. Unfortunately, for some reason, you can't take the gold ones. Damn it! Damn it! I want the gold ones. No. I Sue torn that. Overdone ox. No, it's a bit crispy. Little bit crispy. So yeah, on this side, yeah, you'll get a chance to get little bits of loot from the corpses, sulfurkin. There's a couple of chests. But we're not interested in that. We want to go to the throne room, which just so happens to be up these stairs. Well, there's a couple more sulfurkin. One punch. One punch failed, so I didn't hit him. Whoa, 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 teleporting man. Don't cheat. Don't use teleportation. And the apparent ability to glide. Bloody asshole. And here, Toby's throne. So Toby was the Winter Prince, and here is his, well, pimped out throne. Obviously this guy had probably a fair bit of swagger on him. I'm not going to read the note. There is a note there, but I'm not going to read it. I'm going to let you not read that. What we're going to do is we're going to come around the back. It's a bit hard to see because of the lighting, but just on the back here, you see, we've got a button. Press said button, and if you go around, you might have noticed, you might have noticed earlier when I came around here, there were some iron bars up here, but now they're down. So you press the button to open up this to get into basically what is the treasury. Where there's so much treasure. So much treasure. I mean, look at it all. Look at it all in there. If we can get in there, of course. Take it all. So much treasure. Gold, all the treasure. There's just so much treasure in here. It is ridiculous. I am now literally robbing the prince. I'm effectively being, well, not even being Robin Hood technically, because I'm stealing from the rich and giving to myself, which I'm technically already rich. So, kind of fails really, didn't it? But you can see, you know, you got some you know, nice enchanted glass armor, a whole bunch of saves, a whole bunch of chests everywhere. It's chests, loads of chests. Fancy Star Room Great Sword of Winter. But what I'm interested in is this. Toby's bow. So we got the bow of the Winter Prince now. So let's have a little look at Toby's bow. Toby's bow. Target takes 40 points of frost damage to health and stamina. So it does quite a fair bit, you know. Does a nice amount of frost damage. So there you go. Got Toby's bow. His bow is now mine. The great yoinking of 2021. Right. So we're pretty much done in here. I mean, yeah, of course, you can spend ages literally going through all these books, see if any of these books are books you don't have, if you're a bit of a book collector and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not. I mean, there's also this aid request, but that's lore-based stuff. Nice bit of decoration on the table, apparently. But yeah, obviously things didn't go quite well in the castle, unfortunately. No, wasn't a good ending for the castle. But we are done there. So next we need to find out which way I'm actually going, because I actually don't know. Right, so sometimes some of these locations are a little bit difficult to get to, or are not as clear cut. Does have to be said. So we go back around here, go down this way, and obviously that's the cave we've been to. That takes you down into basically what is the village on the island. So we want to go down, and we need to find our way again, because apparently I like doing that a lot. So I think I do need to carry on a little bit further. So yeah, you know, obviously, you know, by the fact that technically I kind of know where I'm going, I'm still, easy, you know, still quite easy for me to get lost, or it still takes me a little wee while to get around the place. So you know, you'll get a good amount of time on the island, especially when you first get on it. Right, so we need to go up this way, and then we need to go up this way. There we go. Now we're going the right way. Going up here for a bit. Yeah, unfortunately there are actually no like direct signs pointing you to where you need to go. And that's because I can't really create signs. Well, I probably can put signs in, but they may not work too well. So I didn't put any in. So this is literally designed for you just to go literally explore as much as just to go and bloody explore, basically. As you can see, you got a lighthouse. I'm not going to bother going to the top because, yeah, at the top, you might. I think there is a chest up there, I think, or something like that. I don't know why I'm looking at the horse's arse. But you know, there's nothing crazy up there. It's just a lighthouse. You'll find a little bit of loot in there, sort of thing. But it's, you know, it's just there more for lore purposes, I suppose I could say. But if we go it this way, now, like for example, if you go over here, for example, just stand in a tiny gap, you find there's a little tiny campsite. And you can see they got a little chest in their campsite, so you know you can just find a little bit of random loot in a little tiny campsite, for example. But we're going to carry on going around, as there should be. Well, there should also be a cave around here, probably over there. I'll come back to that cave because it's too late now. Because there is also, if you get to the lighthouse, you use the lighthouse to get to one of the caves. But you also use the lighthouse area to get round the mountains to the other side to get to where there is a small little temple. We're just carrying on for a little bit, and there we are. You know, little temple. You know, it's a temple ruin because it is in ruins. It may not look like it's in ruins, but wait till you get inside, then you'll realise, oh, okay, it is in ruins. Sucks to be them. But you know, outside here you'll find this chest covered in snow. Let's open it up. And you get a little bit of random loot. That's from a creation club thing I got on. But what I'm looking for is this Amulet of the Aqua Hunter. Increases your magic by 100 points. Health regenerates 75% faster. Can swim underwater without drowning, and also grants you night vision. So all in all, not a bad little ring. But let's go and have a look inside the temple, shall we? I mean, something's already broken through the ceiling. So let's go and have a look in the ruined temple. You got more sulfur again. So we're just going to punch you in the face. One punch. We're going to find you. One punch with the left. And you. Never. How dare you. One punch. Alright. That's him down. So in here, you know, in here you'll find like little bits of loot. Just cough it up. You know, you'll get a little bit of loot from the corpse, a little bit of loot from the sulfurkin. It is a little bit dark in here, but you know, you could take a dip. You could easily take the statue of the Bella. You know, so take the statue of the Bella, and you can just take it, just sell it if you want. It's up to you. You know, so you'll find like little random bits of loot. You know, it's nothing crazy or unique in here. It's just a place I decided to build where you can find a little bit of loot that you can sell if you wish. I mean, you got a chest here which you can open up and see what's inside. You know, I'll take that, I'll take that, I'll take that, and that's about it. You know, nothing crazy, but a place for a little bit of extra loot and be able to gain possibly a little bit more experience in, you know, whatever skills you tend to use. Alright, so we go around. We just go back. We gotta go back. Gotta go back round. Doo-ba-doo doo doo. Go back round. La 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 la. Because we still have a cave to go into up here. So we've got to go around, back round. I mean, I'm not surprised sometimes if some people find places hard to find. Which, this is one of the reasons why I'm doing this video as well, because I know some people might find it a bit hard to navigate on the island, as well as I actually did have that ask. You know, I've had someone ask about doing a video on the island, on the Winter Isle. I thought, you know what, I've just updated it. You know what, why not? Create a little guide, little basic run-throughs, just so something for reference that you can use if people want to just help them navigate the island if they are like struggling to get, like, say if they keep finding, you know, seeing this marker and they're like, how do I get to it? Then you know that you need to go a particular way to get there, you know, and just like little things like that. But we have found Skycloud Cave. Question is, who is in Skycloud Cave? Let's go and have a look, shall we? in Sky Cloud. What have we got in here? Apart from more deadly rock. And the Marocs. One punch. What? Gonna punch you? How dare you? Yeah, so in this cave you'll find like random little bits, random treasure chests dotted around the place. Multiple different sort of like paths that take you to different kind of areas. And as you can see, it gets... That's the thing. It's going to sort of like, the further you go in, the darker it becomes. So, for example, now is a good time to wear this. Just to help me see a little bit. Okay, granted, it doesn't help me a load, I will grant you that. But that's unfortunately Skyrim's Night Eye for you. It's not great. But it does allow me to see a bit more and hopefully brighten it up on the video just a little bit for you. So obviously down that way was a bit of a bust. So we're going to go to the left. We're on to the right, now we go to the left. Let's go over here, go a bit further down. And then we got some more Marocs. One punch. Pretty sure there's another one over here. There it is. One punch. Alright. Then if you want, if you want to, you can go up here, climb up here, bada bing, bada boom. Oh, look at that. I can't be bothered to unlock that, but there you go. There's a boss level loot chest there for you. If you want it. But then you also got one here that isn't locked. So this one's the better one to go for because it ain't locked. Though the treasure inside it was a bit rubbish. Oh dear, it was a bit, it was a bit rubbish, so I would say. But let's carry on. Down in the center here, got another Marok. So one punch. But here we got the Sarimanok. Yeah, it looks very similar to a Marok. It's just a bit bigger. It is actually technically a little bit stronger. But we're just gonna, I don't know, we'll do this for style, shall we? Oh Jesus Christ! Where the hell did he fly to? I don't know if he saw that, but he just saw it. Literally took off in the air for a very brief second. But we're gonna take your frost salt. Take that. We'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take that. All right, cool, lovely. But obviously, what we're here for is this over here, the chest. And suggest we have this. We have this. Why not? And then we have Arctic Blug. Blug? What the hell is Blug? Arctic Blood. Jesus Christ, I can't read. A spirit of ice that does 100 points of frost damage to health and stamina. Targets that fail to resist are paralyzed for 5 seconds. So once again, all in all, a nifty little spell. And a nifty, quite powerful spell probably at the end of that as well. Alright, so we're going to carry on. Just going up. Going up. So that's it for this cave. There probably will be like one or two other little chests in here. I think I put a few in here. But again, once again, like a lot of the caves are sort of like go in, you're in there for like 5-10 minutes, you're back out. Since you spend so much time on the island. And Jesus Christ, I need to get that ring off. There we go. Right. So that's it for that cave. And that's it for all of up here and all of there. Now, we need to go back. I mean, I don't know why I'm complaining for. I was when they built the damn bloody island. But yeah, we need to go back now. And we need to go back down the mountain. I mean, I could just sort of like bypass everything, but I wouldn't be showing you the way if I didn't actually do it properly. So we're going to go back down, and then we need to actually go, we do need to backtrack for a few minutes to actually get back to where we need to go. Actually, would that way be faster? Actually I think going this way might be faster. There is actually still one more mine we haven't been to yet, so I need to get up to there. Let's go this way, carry on this way. So we need to get to where that mine is as well. Then we just go this way. And then we just carry on this way. Here's another random place where unfortunately things didn't go. Something kind of fell down. Alright, so let's carry on. Let us carry on. Get around. Carry on, go around. Still go around. Yeah, it's a bit big. Alright, so we should be getting somewhere now. So should be able to get up to here, and then there should be technically a deviation from here to go this way. So we deviate from here, go up this direction until you get to basically mineral mine. And down here there are some huts. Isn't actually, you can't get in them, but again there are some places where you can do, you know, you'll be able to get a little bit of loot from around here, and also a free horse if you want one. We have mineral mine, so we're gonna have a look in the mineral mine. We're gonna have a little look in there. Get my fist of fury out ready to do some warm punches. Alright, so here we are in the mineral mine. Ooh, spider. One punch. No spider. Another. One punch. Any others? Oh, a big one there. One punch. I do need to remember what the ore in this mine actually is. What is the ore in this mine again? What is it? Oh, it's just an iron ore mine. Just a little tiny mine. Hey, little mine. Actually, is it just a little mine? No, I don't think so. Actually, no, I think it's a bit bigger. Actually, you know, I can't remember how big this bloody mine is. Yeah. Now I will say I did use some shortcuts on some of the interiors, mainly the mines, as they are duplicated mines that are already in the game. I just made some like small little like alterations to them, you know, changed out the enemies and stuff like that. It's just one, save on time, and two, to give the mines actually a nice look, because my mine, normally if I make a mine it looks a bit rubbish, to be honest. So, you know, it gives the mines a little bit of a better look. But the mines and the East Empire Company warehouses were, and Temple Ruin were duplicated cells. And I think there's a building that was also a duplicated cell. Again, just to save on build time and creation time. But obviously, with some of the buildings, obviously the interiors were changed and altered. For that mine, for example, the enemies were altered, as well as in the other two mines that are on the island. Their enemies are altered. But pretty much everything else that you'll come across in this mod is basically made by hand. There was just a few places where I decided just to take a little shortcut. But hopefully no people think that's too much of a problem. Because, I mean, yes, it was a bit lazy to use shortcuts like that. But, you know, after building this thing of this kind of size, I'm working on this kind of thing, you know, do you blame me? For just trying to use a couple of shortcuts here and there just to make my life just a tiny bit easier? Do you really hold it against me? You probably do, but hopefully you don't. But you probably do. But right, we are now going to go up this way. We need to go up this way now, I think. Do we? I don't know. I'm lost on my own island. Oh yeah, we do need to go this way. Don't worry. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. I assure you I know what I'm doing. But yeah, so we're going up this way. And you see we got another marker over there. And a mine marker. Now, there probably will be a cave marker that'll appear on the thing at some bloody point. But there you go, there it is. Right, so we just need to go down this way. Now, this place would have featured in the video, but only a little bit. As I would just, you know, my original video. This place would have featured, but it would have just been like a pass through. I wouldn't have bothered like going into too much detail of actually in here or anything like that. It just would have been a pass through. Let's carry on down, and carry on down, and keep on going down. Because we like to go down, apparently. And then here we are, Winter's Heart. We have discovered Winter's Heart. And obviously also things in this village also did not go too well. As with everywhere else in this island, things went to shit pretty quickly. As you can see, stabbed through the back with an axe. As you can see, stabbed through the back with an axe. Not looking very well for them. Now the actual houses like this, you can't get into them. Actually, oh wait, where the bloody hell's the door? There it is. Where's the door for this one? And you can see some more axes. So yeah, they got attacked by the Sulfurkin. Everyone died. Put it quite simply. Even the animals. They also died. So we also have this place, Winterheart Manor. So we've got a little manor house. We're just gonna get my Fist of Fury out, and we're gonna have a little look in this manor. Let's have a look in the manor. Who we got? We'll be here. We'll be here. You'd be getting punched in the face. Alright. Well, yeah, they had a lot of fun. Kind of burning in the fireplace there. Oh dear. Anyone else burning? Anyone else burning alive here? No, nobody else is burning alive. Though everything does seem to be on fire. Yeah, you see, you've got a chest. Though technically it class as stealing. Because we are in technically actually wall punch in somebody's house. But yeah, as you see, things didn't go quite well here. But this is just another place where you can get like a little bit of extra loot. Yeah, you see this guy didn't go quite well for him, did it really? No point going through this door, because you just fall into a fiery pit of death, and you might not actually be able to get out if you fall down there. So look. Oh, actually no, you might be able to get out. But I will say, don't chance it. And just accept that you can't get down there. But if you want to, you can come here. And if you're part of the PS Guild, you can take some things from here and just sell it to a fence, technically. But you know, just a little extra area for just. I just wanted to create just for a little bit more of immersion. You know, there's another little tiny area for people to go and find and discover. And then if you come here, we have Winter's Heart Mine, which we can go into. Have a little look in here, which this is also another ebony ore mine. Just gonna one punch. Yeah, you know, dead miner there. Another dead one there. You know, living by the boat. And one punch. There. Axes in pit there. I'm still coughing. Apparently I am dying slowly. Apparently. And then just one punch. And then, yeah, you know, you can find some more dead people where you can just rob them, whatever the hell they have. And you know, at the bottom here, you know, you will get like a boss level chest with some boss loot in it if you want to take it. And possibly you want to cover 2 other little things, as well as to obviously be able to get some ebony ore and stuff like that. You know, it's just a general mine. And you got a few more of the Sulfurkin. Then you just go up and around, go back to the top, being by the boat. There you go. So yeah, nothing crazy, but a mine where you can get ebony ore. Because I don't think there's that many ebony mines in the game. I don't think, if I can remember correctly, I don't think there's that many in the actual base game. You know, so there's a few extra on here. Alright, so it's now gonna go up this way. Now to this dude. Run through the village. Is he still there? Yep, there you go. Horse's arse in the well. Just decapitated from the body, apparently. Right, so we're going to go up this way. And technically we are now basically effectively going up to what is the final location on the island, which evidently is the Summer Caverns. Alright, so we're going to go in the Summer Caverns. And here we are at endgame, basically, for this. So right, summer cabins. They're going to be a bit green. As you'll see in a second. It's a bit green. A bit... a bit sickly. And as you can see, you've got more sulfurkin. So we're just going to go run down there. Beat the crap into them. Why not? Actually, wait a minute. Why am I running to the ramp? I'm bloody god. You just jump down and then just run up to them and just go one punch. One punch number one. One punch number two. And find some more. Still one punch. Alright. How about you over there? One punch. Look at you. One punch. Get over the bloody fisher. Alright. You over here. Oi, Bobby. One punch. Special delivery of a one punch. Alright, I don't know if there's any more down here. I actually have no idea. Yep, there's a couple more. One up here. And one. You get a little bit more. You get an electric shock and one punch. Now you can open some of the doors, but they don't actually have interior cells because I haven't put any in. I may put some more in a future update, but if I do, it won't be for a little while because I obviously want to concentrate on working on the Desolation of the World Breaker. But do keep an eye out for like updates like that, because I probably will. I might do another little update at some point. Add a few more interiors to some of the buildings in here, some more caves where you could get some unique, powerful items, powerful spells, and all that kind of wonderful, wonderful stuff. So yeah. If you go down here, you can get some ingredients from over there. There will be some obviously there's some random chests lying about the place as well. If you come down to here, you can be able to get some more ingredients and some actually some good potions, strong potions as well. The steel plate, and then you got all glass armor here, and steel plate armor there. You can come here, you get arms and bows, steel swords, a whole load of this random food. If you're over here, you get some sort of like magical robes if you want any. So yoink, 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 and yoink. And then here we got Undersun Mead. So this is it's a new little piece of it's a new little meady thing that you can drink. So Undersun Mead restores 50 points of stamina. Health is increased by 50 points for 45 seconds. Target is 75% weaker to poison damage for 45 seconds. So it's got some good upsides, and the downside is that basically you are weaker to poison for 45 seconds. So this is probably not a good thing to drink if you're going into like a farmer where a cave where you fight Falmer and stuff like that, because obviously they use quite a lot of poisons. But after that, it's probably not a bad little thing. So we're gonna just take the whole stock, because why not? Oh, there's no one over there. You thought you could get away from the one punch? That's a warning shot. There you go. Right, there you go. They probably, you might be thinking like, well, so Undersun Mead, why is that for? Well, it's technically because I haven't created an interior yet. But if you look at the sign here, you got this. I can't actually take the sign, it's not a thing you can actually take. So why it says take, I don't know. But Undersun Inn. So technically there's a little pub down here. So that might be something that I might put in a future update. I might actually add the Undersun Inn with its own distillery. Which there, then you'll be able to get more of the mead, and some of the other buildings in here might also get interiors as well. But again, future update. But don't expect it too soon, as will be also working on Desolation of the World Breaker. But let's just carry on. So we go this way, and we're just gonna one punch. Then we go this way, down here. And we also go Oh, get stuck in his head like that. One punch. What a boy. Ah, missed him. Yeah. That's the only problem with trying to punch everything is that sometimes you're not always the most accurate with your punches. Has to be said. Right, there we go. Doobie-doo to the undercaverns. And in the undercaverns we go. Where are you? I know you're in here. There you are. And here is Mr. Endgame. One punch. So as you can see, he actually has quite a fair bit of health. As you can plainly see. Look at that. Look at that health he has. So we're just gonna punch him in the face, and there you go, he's done. Right, and that is basically Smoldering. This guy is the end game. So if you're playing this at low levels and you don't have like god tier weapons or extremely strong weapons and strong armors and stuff like that, you will struggle with this mod. You know, little disclaimer there, you will struggle with this mod. But if you've got like god tier weapons and stuff like that, then yeah, this mod will be a cakewalk. But now that we killed Smoldering, what does he have? So he's got some good stuff on him. We're going to take that. We're going to take that. We're going to take that. He has the Summer Crown. Now the Summer Crown is similar to the Autumn Crown, which you get from the Autumn Isle. The enchantment it does, they're both the same. So speech is increased by 50 points, increases enchanted skill by 50 points. Dragons do 25% less melee damage, or basically if they bite you, they do a little bit less damage. The only difference is that the Autumn Crown is a light armor, and the Summer Crown is a heavy armor. That's really the only main difference. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take the diamonds. I'll take your money. I'll take these because why not? Not very often you come across them. I'll take that, that, and that. But we also want to learn this. Summer Pulsar. Or Summer Pulse. I just fancied to give it a bit of flair, called Tsar for some reason. But no, Summer Pulse. We're going to put it on both hands. So Summer Pulse, what does it do? Well, it does fire damage, 120 points of fire damage, and it looks like this. But the range for this is actually quite far. It's a lot further than what it normally is for a concentrated flame spell. The range is a lot further. What you can do too, just burn everything and go wee, and there you go. But right, so we're actually going to end this video basically in the same place where I ended it last time, basically. So yeah. Once this is all uploaded to YouTube and rendered or however the hell it works, because I literally have no bloody idea how it works. But I will find out. But once that's all done, I will be leaving descriptions in the. I'll be leaving descriptions. Bloody hell! I will be leaving links in the description to the first video I did, where we looked actually more at the Autumn Isle. And I will also be leaving a link to the mod itself. If you want to download it for yourself, give it a try, have a bit of fun with it, see if go into a bit more detail with the story and looking around the caves and stuff like that. Because there will be things that that I know are actually on the island that you did not see. But yeah, that's a basic walkthrough of the Winter Isle. That's basically what the Winter Isle has to offer. Once again, updates may come in the future, but if you think like, I wonder what he's going to update it with, you just want to hold that back a little bit on the premise of, because it will take a little while for me to do the update again because of me currently working on Desolation of the Worldbreaker. But please let me know in the comments below. First off, the quality of the video in the ways of its audio quality, because I will watch this myself, but let me know what you thought of the quality. Is the microphone at the right level? Is the game audio too high? Is the in-game audio too low? Is my microphone too high? Is my microphone too low? And all that basic bullshit. you know, and all this and all that. And just, you know, let me know what you thought of this stream. Though unfortunately nobody watched. Well, but no, I'm not too bothered about that. You know, this is more of an experimental thing at first, anyway. So, but I may do some more of these in the future. So if you know, if you're a person who likes watching streams, you know, so the videos technically are more you know, the uncut, more kind of like raw and in the moment kind of thing. You know, keep an eye out if you're subscribed to my channel. You know, keep an eye on that because I might do some more of these in the future. Time wise, no bloody idea. Because the world is filled with so many different clocks and time zones, I literally don't know what time to do it. I mean, hence why I'm doing this one now, because I literally have no time what time to do it. So, you know, but anyway, I'm going to leave this here. But hopefully, if you watch the video actually on YouTube, hopefully you enjoy the video. Please remember to like that video. I know, maybe subscribe to the channel as well. Why not? You know, it's not going to do any harm, I don't think. And you know, and if there's any mods you want me to look at or anything like that, you know, let me know in the comments below of the video and all this and all that. If you want to keep up to date with how the Desolation of the World Breaker mod is going, you can follow me on Twitter, because I do post like little updates from time to time on there about how things are going with mods I'm creating, things that I'm going to be doing, other general random bollocks and all this and all that. You know, so follow me on there. There might actually be the link in the description. I don't know. I have no idea. If not, just go to my channel, and in my channel banner you'll see a Twitter icon, which you just click on that and it'll take you to my Twitter page. But with all that said and done, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Nobody. And until next time, I'll see you all later.